Hey guys, welcome back. Andrew here with Ambient Endeavors, and today we're making some noise, some more thick sounds out of the studio. And if I'm honest, I'm kind of feeling myself being pulled out of my comfort zone a little bit in writing the intro track you just heard and kind of exploring some of these sounds and textures. Today's video is an exercise in writing some heavier, thicker sounds, and it was made easier by this Rivolta Mondo Combinata Baritone guitar. I'm really excited to have a baritone back in the studio. Rivolta sent this over to use and to showcase in some videos, and well, I'll do a proper rundown and a demo of this. I wanted to just kind of introduce it to you today, as it was kind of a catalyst to writing this track and to this video. So one of the things I really love about gear is how it pulls me out of my comfort zone, how it helps me kind of find different angles to write, different approaches to music, different sonic sounds and feels. And I love the way that baritones, because they're down tuned a bit from a normal guitar, give that really deep, rich, full sound that in certain contexts can sound more ominous, more kind of moody and emotional. I think that it's really cool to sort of allow gear to inform the mood or the genre or the sound that you kind of write within, and I've really found that to be the case with this baritone. So it's been fun to utilize that in different videos and different tracks in the last month here, and this one really was focused in and directed by the sounds coming from this baritone. So thanks again to Rivolta, and check back here for some more baritone content and a full rundown of this baritone guitar. And I want to hear from you. What are some of the things that help you find new creative avenues to write or play in? How do you break slumps or find new inspiration or creativity when you're not really feeling it? What pieces of gear are helping catalyze new creativity or inspiration for you, if that's a way that you get inspired? Drop those thoughts below in the comments, and hopefully it can be a space where we can all gain a little bit of insight or creative motivation from the rest of us. So we're going to shift focus a bit and talk now about the beautiful noise When the Sun Explodes. This is kind of a cult classic in the shoegaze, post-rock, noise rock kind of genre of pedals. Beautiful Noise is a one-man shop over in Australia, and I've been working with Nick over there for a handful of years now. I stock this pedal at Little Box Effects, my online retail shop that you can find in the description below, and we just got a new batch of these exclusive whiteout versions here, so you can hit the link and grab one if you're interested. The When the Sun Explodes is a really fun pedal, a sort of all-in-one noise rock shoegaze machine, and it really pairs well with the baritone to create those kind of moody, deep, rich, dark, kind of chaotic sounds. And we'll talk about the control set, and then you'll get to hear some of the sounds in the sound sample section at the end. So at its core, the When the Sun Explodes is a reverb with a overdrive circuit and this sort of fun feedback oscillation section that gives you the opportunity to create some havoc and chaos kind of in real time. The top section here has the reverb controls, where you've got sort of a master volume on the edge here. You have the reverb amount, you have a color control that affects the tone or color of the reverb, and then you have your decay on the end here. And then below you have the feedback section that I mentioned. So you have gain control, which introduces some saturation, some overdrive, distortion, kind of grit to the reverb circuit. And then you have two controls and a toggle that will affect the way that you can create this oscillating feedback texture cloud of reverb here in this pedal. So this first knob controls the amount or sort of intensity of the feedback. It is interactive with the rest of the reverb controls to give you either kind of subtle or sort of background feedback or really quick, intense, chaotic feedback bursts. And then you have a toggle control that, if toggled over to the right here, you can create this sort of like tremolo, adjusted, modulated feedback texture. You can set the rate of that modulation here with this knob, so you can go from kind of a slow, wavery pulse of feedback to a really fast, choppy, aggressive, modulated feedback there. All the feedback is controlled real time by the middle foot switch here, a momentary foot switch, and then you have your bypass switch on the right here and a boost control on the left for more gain into the circuit. On the back, you've got a wet only, a kill dry toggle down here. And you've got a 3-way clipping toggle for symmetric, asymmetric, or no clipping on the back. You also have an expression control with your ins and outs on the top here too. There's a lot of potential in just this single pedal to create really, really cool, gritty ambient textures, those kind of deep, rich shoegazy textures, sparkly, shimmery oscillation and feedback too, to create those sort of pad or billowy kind of clouds of chaos underneath your playing or out in front. It is the only gain pedal I use in the intro sketch, so there's a lot of range and possibility for overdrive and near distortion sounds just from this pedal in conjunction with the reverb circuit. So really fun, really cool way to explore some new sounds and textures, especially paired with the baritone here. So we're going to check out more sounds, check out kind of the range of tones you can get from When the Sun Explodes. I'm going to be using that Mondo Combinata Baritone from Rivolta. I'm going to be running a Bondi Squish for just a little bit of refinement to the dynamics of the baritone there, and then onto the When the Sun Explodes here. We're going to be running that onto the Hiwatt DR20 and onto the aux box for capturing those sounds. Check it out.